we are then recording. What did you want to say about the health bet, Valency?
Oh, so Clinton and I were talking because I noticed that, first of all, I noticed that you get a totally different view of the health bet from a web browser. I haven't checked this on my mobile devices yet, and I need to before I leave for Hawaii because I want to be there every step of the way with them. But when you go through a browser on the challenge tracker and you log into the website, you get the ability to see who has tracked or who has logged what, like how many Shakeologies they have this week, how many workouts. And that way we can help our challengers stay on top of the health bet and also help them feel supported along the way. You know, we're showing that we genuinely care. We want them to win the money, and as well as to get healthy. And so you can kind of like help them stay on top of tracking. I noticed that one of my personal challengers fell behind on her logging, and if they did not have this feature, she would already have disqualified herself. You can retroactively date your posts. So say you took a picture of your Shakeology yesterday, or even if you forgot to, you can always take another one and just rename it, because by renaming it, you redate the file, and then upload it into your challenge tracker through your phone or whatever. And you can, at the top of the bar, when you're uploading your picture, you have the ability to change the date. So you can you go, oh, darn, I forgot Monday. So you can go back and post Monday's Shakeology, even if we got to kind of, you know, retake the pictures or something because we did it, but we forgot to take a picture. You know, people forget things. So I'm trying to help people be able to still stay in the qualification zone while we have the chance, because the window is week by week. There's 4 different periods. And the first period, we have to get everybody have all of their 5 Shakeologies and 3 workouts logged with pictures by Sunday. It's probably like something like midnight. I'm not sure exactly of what the time on Sunday, but try to get people to do it, you know, maybe by Saturday, just to be safe. And hopefully we can help them stay on track that way throughout all of September. I'm just now learning the whole how to use the Challenge Tracker app, and I would love to hear insight from all of the rest of you if you have more experience with this or if you've noticed a feature. Catherine and I both today noticed that if we don't have all the options set for our notifications, if we don't have all of those little bars on the options blue, then we might miss a post of one of our trackers or one of our challengers. And thank you, Pam. So, you know, we want to make sure that we're really on top of that. Plus, you know, I just like to be there and support and cheerlead them on. That's the best part of this job. That is the absolute fire that keeps me going every day and what makes me wake up with a smile. So, you know, let's not miss those opportunities to help with that. And that's pretty much it for now.
Anybody else have any other experience or words of wisdom with the Challenge Tracker app who either is doing the health bet with their challengers, or anything that they wanted to add about that, anything they've enjoyed or little tidbits just before we move forward? Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you, Valency. Yeah, there was a very specific window. And for example, I found out today, I said, well, because Valency is running like our group, so she made me an admin for the group, same with Danny and other people, but she sees more, I think, than I do because she created the group. So I said to her, I said, well, I'm not seeing one of my challengers. I'm not seeing any of her posts. And I warned her today that she's in the red zone. I don't even think she could qualify as of today. And she said, no, I've been posting every day and I haven't seen any of it. Well, it's because I wasn't getting alerts for it. I've been getting alerts for one of our challengers, Danny and Valency, and that's it. And I'm like, well, that's weird. And I texted with my challenger and she's like, well, Valency's been commenting on all my stuff. And I'm like, crap, you've been posting since day one and I haven't commented or liked any of your posts, because you have to go into the feed. You have to go into like the group feed to see it, because I wasn't getting alerts that when everyone was posting. So, be wary of that and be aware of that, and track your challengers and remind them of this and remind them of their goals and the end result. Yes, you do get a little bit of money, but it's really, they're doing this, to help build consistency. And yes, they're giving you a little monetary motivation behind it, but it's really to set up that system and to show that the consistency of this drinking your Shakeology every day and doing a workout is how much better it is, and how you see results faster. When you're plugged into the group and posting and getting feedback from everyone, you're feeling better. You're feeling good. So that's what I think, that is their end result for all of this, that they want. So, and I want. So, good. Okay. I wanted to briefly talk about, I just want to talk about consistency, because that's something that's been a topic this week for myself. And is Darla on yet? There she is. Hey, girl. Hey, beautiful. So Darla and I have decided to hold each other accountable this month, and I'm going to make it public. She doesn't know that I'm doing this. But she and I spoke on the 1st, and I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I sent her a text. That's what it was. It was a really long message. I said, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I didn't make Success Club last month, and it made me feel pretty let's use the word crappy, because there might be children listening to the recording at some point later. Feel pretty crappy, especially when my coaches were rocking it. Balancy in particular was totally a kick and bootay, and I was like, I couldn't even match her. I wasn't consistent. And so I wanted to talk about the power of consistency and how important it is, and how even just missing one day can throw off the month. It throws off all of your consistency, your rhythm, and it also throws off your challengers. It throws off your followers that aren't challengers yet, but they're potentials, and holding each other accountable. So I sent Darla this message, and I said, I didn't make Success Club, and I know why. If I look deep down inside as to why my business hasn't moved forward as quickly as I wanted it to, or why I didn't make Success Club, why I haven't had as many new coaches each month as I want to, and why I'm not running a group every month with 20 coaches. That's a big number, but you know what I mean, is really comes down to consistency, the inviting every single day, the going back to the basics, and really plugging into the people on my social media and connecting with people, and that consistency with following up with others and really creating those relationships, and just seeing how on top of it, so many of you were during last month. It was just really inspiring, and I just wanted to make it public that Darla and I both agreed. She said that inviting is very difficult for her, and it's mechanical and doesn't feel very natural with a lot of it. She wants to find a good way to invite that's not salesy, that's a way to connect with people, and and we both promised each other we were going to send 5 invites, 2 to 5 invites every single day this month. So I've missed one day. I've talked to, and I called Darla. I was like, Darla, I didn't invite yesterday. But I called and I was like, Darla, I didn't invite. And then she was like, shit, I didn't either. And we're like, okay, whew. All right, good. Okay, so let's move forward and see how we're going to change that today, this moment. Because, of course, we can't feel guilty about what we did or didn't do the day before. But we can move forward and we can learn from the previous day. And also consistency with your page is people look for your posts a lot, whether they're liking your posts or not. When I got that message from someone who I can't wait to be a challenger at one point, and she told me, I don't remember if I told this to everybody or if I've just told this to, I think, Valency or Darla. But she said to me, on some of my darkest days, because she's got some chronic back pain that happened very suddenly, and she has moved past that now. I think she had an injection into her spine, but she was very immobile. She said, on some of my darkest days, I just saw your posts. I don't think she's liked any of my statuses. I don't think she's never commented. She's never liked any of my statuses, but the private message she sent me when I said, hey, how you doing? How is your back feeling? She said to me, I want to just tell you, I watch your page all the time. So that made me feel so good, and it validates every day when I post. And if I get 1 like, 2 like, and one thing, yes, Pam, they are all watching. Oh, you have one more thing to note? Sorry, Valency. I just saw that. Go ahead. Because I'll just keep.
No, you are saying exactly what I was thinking. That I was writing notes while you were talking, so I wouldn't forget it, because sometimes I get a little addle-brained as the day goes on. One of the things to jump off of what you were just talking about is that I deal with chronic pain every single day, and whether you're in chronic pain, or if you're something that I don't have currently, I'm not a mom. That is incredibly time consuming, exhausting, and just frustrating, and all of those things. But whether or not we're feeling it, we need to be showing up every single day, or every day that we have. I mean, if we do Monday through Friday, it's a consistency thing. If you decide that you're not posting on the weekends, you run your business how you wish. But honestly, traffic is much higher on the weekends, so it's not very wise. But so stay consistent with what you said you're going to do. Show people, even strangers you don't know who aren't liking your posts, you have no idea they're out there, they're ghosts to you right now, but you will meet them. You will meet them. Trust that you will meet them. You will come across these people who have, I have literally had somebody I haven't spoken to since junior high tell me that she was stalking me on Facebook because I was helping her get through some of the darkest struggles of her life. So, hey, that's why I do this. That's why I show up. We, as coaches, we are showing people through our actions and through our behaviors, even in our darkest days, what it is to lead through example. And we don't have the luxury of not showing up, even when we feel really, really bad. We need to be there, even if it's just we're posting a meme, or we're posting a picture of our own face going, you know what, I am not putting on a smiley face today. I am putting a frowny face on. I am struggling, and being real with people. That's still showing up. And, we want to show them the determination that we're going to be asking from them as challengers. And the only way to build that belief is to do it every single day. Honestly, I was really reluctant to come on the phone call today because I'm hurting really bad today. But I'm carrying that through to, here with the call, here with you guys. You are my fitness family. You mean so much to me. And seeing your faces, every week, that means so much to me, and that carries me through. And my reluctance to show up is only because I'm embarrassed when I'm in pain. I'm embarrassed to show up when I'm in pain, but I'm doing it anyway, because I want to be there for you guys as much as I'm there for my other, my challengers, whether they're my challengers or not, whether they're in my group or not. I want to be there for people. So if any of you guys are, struggling with something, if you're having a bad day or something, I just wanted to say, call me. I'm here. You've got my number. If you don't have my number, you can get through, we can do a call through Facebook, or I can send you my number, whatever. I love you guys, and I'm here for you if you need to talk. It doesn't have to be Beachbody stuff. One other thing, sorry, I'm babbling a lot, but really quick. In the My Challenge Tracker app, there's the ability to pin a post. And I've been doing that for my daily thought for the day with, whether you're going off of the, they give you, depending on the program, lots of outlines and everything. I've been pinning my post. I kind of mash it up and reword it and make it my own, and sometimes use a different picture so it doesn't get lost in the feed with everybody else's posts, because I kind of want that thought to thank you guys. Because I want that thought to be, kind of sitting there, and permeating in people's brains, or, I don't want people to miss the assignment, because that's, we only have 30 days or 31 days with these guys, before, maybe if we didn't stay enough present with them and be consistent enough with them, we might lose them next month. We can't take for granted that they're in this as much as we are. So we need to be more excited than they are about this every single day, even when we're not feeling it, to help them. But, to also be real with them. Like, hey, I know what it's like. Sometimes I forget what it was like to start out, and the confusion with all the containers. And I didn't share that publicly. I regret that. Because now my parents and my sister believe that I am way stronger than I really was. They think that I had way more willpower than I ever did. They did not see the days and days and days of me breaking down into tears and getting mad at myself and beating myself up because I wasn't honest with myself with the containers. I cheated on, I had, I hit a wall with my physical pain with the workouts, whatever it was. I struggled. So if you're a new coach, struggle publicly. I implore you, struggle publicly and loudly, but positively. Keep a positive mindset about the struggle. Know that you're going to climb out of this, because that's, you don't want to be, drowning in misery. Nobody wants to hang out with that. It's, it's not fun. But you also don't have to, like Catherine had told me many times, you don't have to fart blossoms every single day of your life. Be real with people.
I do, but no, I'm
just that's pretty much it. I've babbled enough. I'm sorry.
The thing for Valency to now start posting about is also saying, like, posting a picture with her doing, this, or even talking about it in a live video, like, God, like, I really struggled with this for a long time, and now I've become really passionate about it, whatever. And so now she knows something to add more value to her page and her followers, to show I wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect today. I won't be perfect tomorrow, but I'm moving towards that, for my own health and well-being. So that's a great thing for her to start adding to her page, is feedback that she's received about that, which is great. So thank you for that addition. And I can smell that way over here, Darla. So what I wanted to, so the consistency, showing up every day, and also differentiating business building from business related activities. And I'm just going to put this out there, like, when I scroll on Facebook, like, I'm not building my business. In fact, half the time 95% of the time, that's not even business related. I'm just gossiping and, being a high schooler by scrolling on my Facebook. What I need to be doing is engaging privately or engaging publicly with people that are on my list. And I want to approach, Melanie Mitro gave some good advice. Hold on, let me turn off the AC. She gave some good advice the other day for her Business Tip Tuesday, which is she always goes to her computer with a list in hand. She works from her list. It helps her stay accountable. It helps her stay motivated. It helps her stay on point, so that when she's done, she's finished what she's accomplished, and then maybe she can scroll and gossip with blah, 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 But she goes in with her list, and she does her business activity tracker, and she does not go to sleep without finishing that every single day. And that is why for the last 2 years, she has been top coach, is because she's constantly adding value. And if you look at her page, yes, she's posting, but she doesn't have 1,000 likes on every photo. In fact, people who aren't even the top coach have way more likes than she does on something that's not even of value. Like, when Lindsay State posts a picture of her baby, she gets 500 likes. Melanie Mitro posts something the other day of, like, great value and great advice. And I was like, wow, I feel like I'm a better person just for simply having read that. And she gets, 30 likes, and she has, lots of friends on Facebook and followers of Beachbody. And so the amount of likes that you get on each post does not determine who's following you, your success in this business, how many challengers or coaches you have. It has no bearings. So maintaining that consistency and keeping in mind that, for those of you that maybe had joined Lindsay Matway's, she did Chalene Johnson's 30-day push on, and she added people, and she said, people who don't participate the first 3 days, I'm going to have my assistant delete you. And she said that's because there was no buy-in for this group. There was no incentive to join. She just opened it up to people. And that kind of lowers people's want to maybe be consistent. They're a little lackadaisical about it. And so that was the incentive, was I'm going to remove you from this group, like nothing personal, if you're not, the first few days, like if you didn't post. And because when you buy a challenge pack, you can sign up as a coach then for free. There is no incentive. You didn't buy into this business with $100,000. You didn't go and ask investors to invest in this, to put that pressure behind you, to show up each and every single day. You didn't have that. You don't have that. All you have is your why, which is why it's emphasized so much in the company and with coaches. And you have your own drive and your want for more, whatever that more is that you want in your life, whether it's more money, to help with the family stuff around the house, more time with your family, getting away from your job, or just helping others. If you don't even have a monetary gain for this, you just want to help others. I mean, like Ashley and Andy, for example, like they both have full-time jobs. They both love their jobs. They're passionate about it, but their want is to help others. And, and so that has to be stronger, that want to help others, than anything else, and especially since we don't have that $100,000 buy-in. That was my point. Sorry, I got a little, So yeah, I wanted to touch base about that and be really clear when you're stating your goals. And there's a reason I'm talking about this. Be really clear when you're stating your goals, how it's going to feel, and putting it in the present tense, like Lindsay Stay had said in her national wake up call 2 weeks ago, which I know all of you have already listened to the recording, right? If you weren't on it. And that's okay, Valency, tomorrow. So, write it down. She talked about goal setting. Write it down and say it to someone. She said on that call, Lindsay Stay, she's an elite coach. She said on the call to all of the coaches that were on the National Wake Up Call, right now I'm going to send my success partner, Mindy Wender, my goals for the rest of this year and beyond right after this call. I mean, she called herself out, and that's a big reason why I also just called myself and Darla out, that she and I have been talking about this, is because we want to be successful. We each have our own very different and separate, but totally important and deep whys for doing this. And we are willing to hold each other accountable and be uncomfortable. Darla is willing to be uncomfortable with those invites. I am willing to be uncomfortable and send those invites. And you have to be willing to do that. And then I want to also, because I want to hear from everyone I want to talk about our goals, each of us, for the rest of the year. And I'm going to talk really fast now because I know we're going to run out of time at some point very, very soon. So what I wanted to talk about, was the difference between business related and business building activities. And that's something that was also talked about in the Bombshell Surge call prior to Summit. And, so business related would be, checking into your challenge groups, commenting on your business builders posts, checking into your coach training academy, or doing your posts each day on your public page, and doing your workouts. Those are business related. Business building, which are the harder ones to do, adding those people each day to your social media page, doing all of your follow-ups, which can be a little time consuming because then you got to go back. You've got to make sure you attract those people to follow up with, and then make sure you're consistent to follow up with them. Then there's sending, hey girl messages, or checking in with people, saying hello, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Whatever. And then those 5 invites. Those are really, if you look at the base of it, yes, of course, the rest of it is important and vital, but really, if you, what comes down to it, those are the business building parts of this company. is making those new personal relationships, because you've already made relationships with people. And I'm not saying I would tell Valency, piss off for the next 30 days, because that you're not part of my business building part of, my scheme here. You're part of business related. So, you come second. She'll always come first, but these other things for my own business are very important, because I need to constantly bring new people in, which will then also help her, because I need to bring coaches in to put beneath her, which is a whole nother conversation in and of itself. But I just wanted to talk about that and differentiate the two. And scrolling on Facebook doesn't count at all. Oops. Oh no, okay, I silenced it. My computer rings with my phone. It's so obnoxious. And then it anyway, so I wanted to touch on that, and when you differentiate those two, then at the end of the day, if you can't do any of the business related stuff, you can do the minimum, the business building. So I wanted to touch on that, and then I wanted to hear from everyone about our goals for the rest of this year, and kind of touch base. So we've got like 10 minutes left. Danny says hi. He just got back. I'm
making some dinner.
He's making dinner. So Pam, please tell me in like a minute and a half what your goals are for the rest of this year, because I want everyone to be able to talk.
Goals for the rest of the year. Oh gosh. Well,
I want to make them, the idea is to make these all public, and I'm writing them down, so none of you can get out of any of this. Go on. No pressure.
Well, it's being recorded, so I don't have a chance.
That's true.
My goals for the rest of the year. Well, to go to the DC, I'm going to go to the DC Super Saturday.
Ooh.
I'm not sure who else is going to be there, but I'm going to go to that. Either my husband's going with me, or there's another coach that works at the hospital that's going to go with me. So we haven't figured that out yet. And I would like to have a ticket to Summit, because I haven't bought a ticket to Summit, or get my name on the waiting list, either way. And by the end of December, I'll just put it out there. I would like, let me think on that one. Well, and it's kind of like what I heard, and I think it was Melanie Mitro. I was watching one of her videos, said, when you have a vision and you have a dream, it should make you feel sick to say it. So I would say by the end of the year, I'd like to be a Ruby.
All right.
Yes, I know, darling. What?
You were
go bigger. You can do it.
You go big or go home, right?
I was smiling at Valency because she's over there doing cheers and backflips, and I just think it's cool.
Okay. Pam, those are all very attainable goals, and a lot of what the 2 out of the 3 that you listed all relate back to one of your ultimate goals being Ruby. So buying your ticket to Summit and then going next year will ensure further, rank advancements, et cetera, plugging into that, and tending the Super Saturday, that will all help you with that ultimate goal of Ruby, and that's fabulous. Darla, since you're already unmuted and you're in my big screen right now, tell me your goals.
Yep. Unmute her.
Oh, wait, she's not. Oh, I can't. Can I unmute you? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I can. I just did it.
Oh, can I go last?
No.
Yeah, because I want to hear what Ashley has to say, and I want to hear what Brienne has to say.
Fine. Okay, fine. Brienne.
I'm being selfless.
I'll go.
All right,
so,
Brienne.
It's not my goals, it's what I'm gonna do, just so we're clear. I'm gonna go diamond before Christmas. I am going to be certified in Country Heat December 12th when it is out here. I've already talked to Jennifer Owen. I am going to get my ticket to Summit and pay Jerry back for last year that I still haven't paid for. I am going to quit my job in a year because I will be making enough that I can stay home. That's a lot, but that's what I got.
Nice. I love that. Okay, then let's segue over to Ashley. Ashley?
I'm wanting to, I guess, be more productive with the business building. I think I definitely do a lot of the business related stuff well, but I need to be more proactive with the business building. So I want to check in with all our current coaches and create some kind of framework as to how to get them to succeed. Currently now, I mean, all we have pretty much are discount coaches. I think we may have one business builder, so that's not going to get us anywhere with all the discounts. But anyway, so I want to touch base with those coaches and reevaluate the way that we coach them and the way that we bring in people to our team. I'm tired of just the discount coaches. I mean, I'm looking for some business builders, so I got to figure out a way to continue to, I guess, put myself out there and attract them. I want to be Star Diamond by Summit next year. I don't know where I'll be in December, but that's my goal for Summit next year.
Be on that field with me.
Yeah, I really want to be on the field. So we'll see. That's what I'm pushing for. It's a little more difficult because Andy and I share a lot of the business part. Like especially when we sign coaches, we try to rotate who they go under. So that part makes it a little harder and a little longer, I think, for both of us. But I'm tired of making excuses, and I'm tired of waiting on him so he can just grab my shirt and hang on because I'm going.
He will. Pour him a glass of some red wine. Let him hang on to your shirt. You're just going to go. You're going to go. I am so excited for you. Good. We're going to move very swiftly. Valency, you're next.
Who knows? Me next. I was just writing mine down too. Let's see. I have some goals that kind of bleed over a little bit into next year, but they're very, very, very vital for me. So more to the immediate, I want to, by the end of October, I need to completely break even with the amount of money that I spend on my Shakeology and my coaching fees with how much I am bringing in through my income. Because that was an agreement my husband and I had made. So has been my 6 month make it or break it date. So I am really on fire because I love this and I'm not going to give up. And eventually by December or so, I would like to have 9 solid people who are my challengers on HD orders so that I can be, making Success Club 10 and getting that on a regular basis because there's really cool things when that happens. And I want to get certified in PIO next year by March. And I also want to be healthy enough to try for a baby in late May, early June. So that's kind of connected with this business because babies are expensive, very, very expensive, and I need to afford it. So it's all kind of tied in together. And I'm excited to share all of that process with everybody too.
And you just have to be very careful because the healthier you get, when you're really, really healthy, you get pregnant easily.
I have an IUD, so I'm good.
Wow. All right, Darla, we have not forgotten about you. You have a minute. So your goals for this year, or if you need to bleed into next year.
Wow, 60 seconds? You expect me to talk in 60 seconds?
You have a minute and a half, and it'll just cut you off. So go.
Good. Let's see how I can drag this out. Catherine, you're looking very yoga retreat-ish right now. The white.
When do you want to be diamond?
I'm actually complimenting you. I was going to say December. Not saying it can't happen, but I'm going to go December. By Summit next year, I want to at least have a few stars in front of my diamond. Non-negotiables. Growing my team, doing whatever I can for my coaches to propel them forward in whatever they need to do, and however I can help them. That's actually a huge goal. And if it's one-on-one help, it's putting them in trainings, it's doing whatever I can do to make sure that they are the bomb, then that's what I will do. I want it more for them than I want it for myself, and I really want it for myself too. So a few stars before Summit. I'm going to say I've got a big 0 birthday happening next year, and I've got some big goals for next year. And as much as I like getting out of the house and working, I really need to be able to create a steady stream of income that will allow me to tell my boss, I'll be glad to come in and help and do consulting work, but I'm not showing up for you anymore 4 days a week.